Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Privateers. Last week was the Las Vegas Bowl and we played Arizona and we dominated 38-7, and now we are in the off season. Going into the season stats, Jacob Peterson went 27 of 32, 544 yards and 7 touchdowns. Keon Cochran 226 out of 344. Let's see, what was his completion percentage? 65% completion percentage. I'm not sure how what his best completion percentage is, but looks like, and he also finished with 15 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Not the best, but we do need to work on throwing less interceptions with him. And Lawrence Paul, 5 for 9, 1 TD, 1 interception. Rushing, Braylon Wheatley in his final collegiate season had 222 attempts, 1,340 yards and 22 touchdowns. If we look at his complete total observation throughout his time here, he has 3,337 total yards rushing. That's insane. 47 rushing touchdowns, which is a school record, and I'm not sure how that's going to be broken. I mean, if we're looking at this, I mean, like, everything is basically identical from last season. So I mean, I feel like he should have won the Heisman last year. But 13 and 14 Walker Award winner Braylon Wheatley, you will definitely be missed. Rashad Pittman and Jacob Peterson also had 9 touchdowns each on the year. Scott Francis led the team with receptions at 65. He also had 892 yards and 8 touchdowns. Jacob Peterson, 57 receptions, first 1,000-yard receiver on the team, 1,017 yards and 6 touchdowns. Luke Donaldson, 400 yards, 30 receptions and 4 touchdowns. Travis Poole led the team in tackles, 77 tackles, 74 solo. Bo Burton and Travis Poole, I mean, almost identical with tackles, 76 for Bo Burton and 74 solo. Bo Burton had 14 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. Jamal Lindsay led the team in sacks. And let's see, who led the team in interceptions? Looks like Nathan Mathis led the team in interceptions. Brian Jones in his freshman season went 11 for 14, had a 78% field goal completion percentage, which is actually pretty good. I mean, those 3 missed field goals were totally my fault. They weren't even his. So he should be 14 for 14, but you know, everything is all right. So his longest is 40, and I think his longest probably could be like 42 or something like that. But he's like 89 kick power. So this offseason, his kick power is gonna get increased, so we're going to be able to make some longer field goals. Joe Henry had 56 kick returns, 2,093 yards and 2 kick return touchdowns. So it looks like we're still in a battle with these schools, so let's see if we can't get Matt Mohammed and see if we can also land DJ Randolph. Contract extension. We talked it over, coach, and we could not be more excited with what you have done here. Please stay for at least another contract. We are going to view the contract. Of course we're going to sign. They are doing a 7-year extension into 2021. Yes, we are going to sign, and we get an achievement for that. Let's do it again. All right. Before going into players leaving, I'm going to put our skill point onto Insta Commit, and we're going to be able to commit a lot of recruits this season because, I mean, our recruiting is maxed out. As soon as we get these maxed out, I'm going to start working on this tree, so don't worry, guys. This series is not ending anytime soon. As soon as we get OP and we win like 4 consecutive natties, then I might end the season. I'm sorry, I might end the series, but I mean, we're nowhere near done. All right. Players leaving. Braylon Wheatley, 90 overall running back. Hate to see him go. It looks like he's declaring for the draft and he's projected to go round 7. I hope he gets picked up before that because that would be amazing if he get picked up. That'd be pretty awesome. But Braylon Wheatley, I just got a new PC, so if I can find any of his highlights, I will put them in. But most likely I don't. So I'm just gonna. I hope I have some highlights. But if y'all see them in the video. But if I can't find any, then obviously I didn't find any. But Braylon Wheatley, amazing running back, will be missed. So let's see who's our starter. Rashad Pittman. Rashad Pittman has some serious shoes to fill here. Antoine Merrick is leaving, solid tight end until we got Scott Francis. Morgan McKinney, all-star linebacker of the year. He was a fantastic asset when he was on our team, and we didn't have much use for him in 2014. Did have 19 tackles, but some other guys stepped up, and it was I hate to not have him starting his senior season, but hey, he was solid for us while we had him. Jamal Lindsay, probably our best right end minus Matt Starks. So Jamal Lindsay, 73 overall, 30 total tackles. Let's see, he had 9 sacks, led the team. So yeah, Jamal Lindsay, great right end. Again, some big shoes to fill. He played solid after Matt Starks left. So let's hope our new recruits are going to be able to give us a good solid pass rush. Marvin Coley is leaving at 80 overall linebacker. Marvin Coley was super good for us. 45 tackles in 2013, 27 in 2014. He had 3 sacks, 5 total over his years, only had 1 interception. I'm not focused on that. He disrupted a lot of plays. Nathan Mathis is leaving. Hate to see Nathan Mathis go. He was so good, so consistent for us. Had 3 interceptions this past season, 70 tackles. Man, he will definitely be missed. Him, Nathan Mathis, and Cole Green were fantastic. Cole Green, 37 and 32 tackles. He had 2 interceptions each of his 2 seasons here. So I hate to see both of these guys go. They were amazing. Ronaldo Harrell is leaving this year as well. 19 tackles in 2013, only a couple tackles in 2014, but he was still useful for us when we had him. Travis Poole, man, we are going to miss him. He's come a long way since his 69 overall last season. He finishes 75 overall. He had, 48 tackles in 2013. He had 74 in 2014. I think he led the team in tackles. He had 2 interceptions, 1 in each year. I mean, this kid was a baller, and I'm surprised he's just graduating. Man, he'd be good in the NFL though. Of course, we cannot forget about Mr. Chunky Boy Deshaun Doucette. That's had 18 total catches for us. Hey, don't look at that. He had 2 receiving touchdowns, and they were great. I mean, Deshaun Doucette, he was a solid option for us when he was in the game. Good filler role. And yeah, I mean, we need more dudes like him, so he's definitely gonna be missed. Oh my gosh, so it looks like Braylon Wheatley gets drafted in the 7th round. Man, whoever gets him is going to be very pleased. He's going to be a solid running back. I mean, he's basically like Frank Gore 2.0. All right, going on to transfer requests. We have no players wanting to transfer. I guess that's in or out. I guess we have no transfer requests this year. Okay, that's fine by me. On to the next stage. All right, on to recruiting. So all we really want is Matt Mohammed and DJ Randolph, because everybody that we've had our points on this season has already committed to us or committed elsewhere. So 15,000, I think that's 7,500 each for these guys. So I'm gonna do 7,500 on Matt Mohammed and 7,500 on DJ Randolph. Jermaine Marquardt, this is one of the tight ends I wanted. So hold on. All right, let's take 1,000 points off of DJ Randolph, and we're gonna put 1,000 points on Jermaine Marquardt. All right, 1,000 points on Jermaine Marquardt, 6,500 on DJ Randolph, and 7,500 on Matt Mohammed. That's all the guys I wanted. So let's sim and let's see if we land them. Let's go. We get Matt Mohammed, we get DJ Randolph, and we do not get Jermaine Marquardt. What is that? Oh, that stinks, but that's okay. We got Art Rivers, so hopefully he'll develop good. But we get AJ Merritt, a defensive tackle, and then we get Brad Spencer right, and anybody else, no. But we do get DJ Randolph and Matt Mohammed, big pickups, so that's good. Look at that. We got a top 25 class. We also signed a top class in the conference. We got a top 10 prospect. We got 2 top 10 prospects. So we had the number 13 class in the country with 7 4-stars, 10 3-stars, 3 2-stars, and 1 1-star. Man, that's pretty impressive for us. All right, position changes, probably the most exciting part of the offseason. All right, Trey Espinosa, Maurice Blankenship, and Anthony Stewart. Okay, so all right, so we put Anthony Stewart over at the free safety position, and then we also have left end as Maurice Blankenship, and then the defensive tackle position we have Trey Espinosa. All right, training results. Let's see how everybody did in the off season. We're just gonna go by position. So it looks like Keon Cochran is now a 91 overall, 81 speed. Let's see, 94 awareness. All right, what's his throw power? He's got 85 throw power, 83 accuracy. All right, that's good. That's good. Jacob Peterson, 81 throw power, plus 86 accuracy. Dude, Dominic Rooney, he's gonna be a pretty dangerous dude in the next couple years. Let's see, Keon Cochran is a junior, so he might leave this year, he might not, but Dominic Rooney is gonna be Dominic Rooney, the Dominic Rooney show here in a couple years. So it looks like Rashad Pittman is up to a 79, 88 speed, 84 acceleration. Jared Yancey up to a 71 with that 93 speed, 86 acceleration. Looks like Luke Donaldson is up to a 88 overall, 89 speed. Marcus Johnson is a 87 overall. He is, wow, that's surprising. He's at the 2 spot, so 87 speed. And we have Matt Jefferson, the transfer from last season, 86 overall, 89 speed. Joe Henry, 84 overall, 96 speed. I think he's the fastest on the team. So looking at their catching, Luke Donaldson 90 catching, Marcus Johnson has 99 catching. That is ridiculous. Matt Jefferson has 85 catching, Joe Henry 84 catching. Luke Donaldson's spec catch is still the best, 84. Oh no, I'm sorry, Joe Henry has 87 spec catch. Matt Jefferson 87 spec catch. Marcus Johnson 60. Look, oh my god, our receivers are going to be insane this year. Scott Francis up to an 84 overall in his sophomore season, 85 speed. What's your catching at? He's got 84 catching, 81 spec catch, 81 catch in traffic. Melvin Moulton up to an 82 overall. Will Gilmore 79 overall, and Mark Jones up to a 78. Lionel Smith 75, and then we've got the new dude like Nick Lawrence at like a 78 overall. So our cornerbacks are pretty good too. Our defense is going to be great this year. Alright, so I have no idea who Spencer McCray is, but he is now a 83 overall. Let's see, kick power. He has 85 kick power, 83 kick accuracy. Brian Jones has 91 kick power, 69 kick accuracy. So yeah, Brian Jones is obviously the clear starter. Alright, custom conferences. I think we're just going to keep everything the same as it was. I mean, I don't see a reason to move from the Mountain West. We haven't won the Mountain West yet, so I'm just going to stay where we are. Alright, so custom schedule. So the strength of our schedule is a C. Let's see. So we only play two ranked teams. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so I made our schedule a little tough. It's not as tough as last season. Last season was a pretty tough schedule, but not saying that this schedule isn't. It's still a very tough schedule in my opinion. But to start out, we have LSU at home. I'm gonna try to make LSU a regular opponent, try to make them. That's gonna be kind of like a rivalry game. So LSU at home, and then we don't have to travel far. We only go over to Tulane, and as you guys remember, I think it was the first season, yeah. We lost to Tulane, and now we go back to Tulane, and we're gonna try to win against Tulane again. So a little bit of bad blood there. They beat us, caused us to have our first loss, so we get to go and try to ruin their day. Then we have a rivalry game against Texas State. We beat them we beat them last season. Then we have a bye week, and then going into Virginia to play number 5 Virginia Tech. It's going to be a very tough challenge for us. So we play in the first 5 weeks of the season, we play 2 top 25 teams, one of them being a top 10. Then after that, we go into Mountain West Conference play. We play Hawaii in Hawaii. Then we go over and we play UNLV at home. Then Fresno State at Fresno State. Play Wyoming at home. We're doing a lot of, like here, there. So it's a little interesting. Then we play Utah State and Utah State. Then we go and we play number 22 Boise State. They won last year's game, so we get to go and they come to our stadium this season, and we have to try to beat them. It's gonna be very fun. Then we play San Jose State and then New Mexico to end the game, end the season, and then over into the conference championship. Hopefully we can outlast Boise State and go to the conference championship. This game against Boise State will always be an important game for us. All right, to show you guys the depth chart going into this season, we have Keon Cochran at quarterback, and then we have Jacob Peterson backing up Lawrence Paul, and then Dominic Rooney after him. We are going to give Dominic Rooney a lot of playing time this season once we're winning by a lot, so Dominic Rooney will definitely be getting some games. All right, at running back, we have Rashad Pittman, of course, starting for us. I made the executive decision, and I decided to bench James Peterson at the 4 spot just because he's kind of slow in my opinion. Damian Butler will probably get some rotation in at some point, but I decided to have Jared Yancey as our backup because his speed is what I was looking at. I mean, 93 speed, 86 acceleration, and his other things are better than these two, probably because these guys are freshmen, he's a sophomore. So Jared Yancey will be the backup to Rashad Pittman. Of course, at fullback we have Terrence Lee. Now, wide receiver was where I had a lot of trouble deciding what I wanted to do because obviously Luke Donaldson, and now we have Matt Jefferson in the picture, amazing wide receiver. Jacob Peterson was such a big role in the slot position last season that I had to have him in here. Marcus Johnson, of course, has that 99 catching, and Joe Henry. Now the reason I put Joe Henry so low was because he had a lot of drop passes last season. I think off the top of my head, I know he dropped a lot. So with that being said, that's why Marcus Johnson is back at the 4 spot. Jacob Peterson did drop a couple passes last season, but I feel like he was 1,000 yards, so he is obviously our main target. So Jacob Peterson is at the 3 spot, is at the slot, and we have Luke Donaldson and Matt Jefferson at the X and Y spots. And then yeah, so that's how the wide receivers are set up this season. At tight end, we have Scott Francis, and of course, we have Art Rivers. Left end, we have Maurice Blankenship, one of the new recruits. We have also right end, we have McKinley McNeil, was very solid last year at the right end position. Defensive tackle, we have Kyler Dunbar and Trey Espinosa. At left outside linebacker, I'm deciding. I think I'm gonna give Manuel Gaddis to start this first week. I think week 1 we'll do Manuel Gaddis, and then week 2 we'll do Joe Rutledge with the transfer. I'm deciding between these two. Both of them like their stats are like literally equal. The only reason I would want to start Joe Rutledge is because of his speed, but I'm gonna give Gaddis to start this week. And then we'll see how he performs, and then we're going to give Joe Rutledge the start next week, and then we'll make our decision there. Middle linebacker, of course, we have Bo Burton and Malcolm Craig, and right outside linebacker, of course, Malcolm Craig got the start over Lamar Guillory. Cornerback, we are stacked at cornerback this year. We have Melvin Walton, stud. Will Gilmore was amazing, started to pick up steam at the end of the season last year. And then Nick Lawrence, the new pickup, and of course Mark Jones. I mean, we have some great cover guys on the outside. Free safety, Donald Dockery patiently waiting 2 years to get the start, and he finally does, coming in at a 77 overall, 89 speed. He's good covering, so Donald Dockery is I think Donald Dockery is gonna have a great year. He's basically another Travis Poole, so let's hope he's a ball hawk. Strong safety, of course, we got the 2 recruits. I think Thomas Wallace was a recruit. I could be mistaken. But of course, the true freshman Brian Brown gets the start at strong safety. Kicker will be Brian Jones and Spencer McCray. I don't know what we're gonna do with Spencer McCray. Maybe he can kick like field goal. I'm sorry, not like extra points or something. But Brian Jones is gonna be the starter all the way. And a punter is gonna be McKinley Newton, and the kickoff specialist will be Newton as well. Kick returner, I have Joe Henry, of course, and we have Jared Yancey at the 2 spot at returner. And then we have Jared Yancey coming in as the punt returner over Joe Henry. If Jared Yancey proves that he's a little slower, so I mean Joe Henry might get the start over him. I just want to see how Jared Yancey performs, but Joe Henry might get the start next week. All right, that will do it for the off season. We start the season next episode playing LSU at home. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys next episode. Peace out.